Hey y'all. Okay. I decided I'm gonna give y'all another story while we wait. Sorry I'm down here in the living room again, but I'm noticing right now this is the best place to be. So I'm gonna give this story here. And it took a minute to decide, but I made a decision. I'm gonna tell y'all about that night that I was about 22 and I was still hanging with my homegirls from high school, but this was kind of around the tail end, excuse me, where I was starting to drift off into my own, you know. But anyway, so it was myself and three of my best friends, and I'll just give initials. There was I, Q, and K. Okay. Kay's birthday was in the beginning of May. So she wanted to go out of town for the birthday. So we decided, and back then it was like you could rent a car. We could take $10 a piece, put it together and rent a car. So it was like, that's what we're gonna do, and put our money together, get a room. We're gonna stay one night in VA and come back. So we having, a good time, even making the plans, y'all. We always had a good time. Like that was just what we did. But so we end up, okay. Kay, I think she either used to be in school or she used to work with this other lady, M. And M was married. But evidently the marriage wasn't that good because there was a lot of infidelity going on. So K invites M. Now Q, I, and myself already had encounters with M that we weren't really feeling her. You know what I mean? Like, but she was a friend of Kay, and it was her birthday. The trip was for her. So it was like, okay, let's go. Everybody's supposed to be ready. And everybody is ready when it's time to go, except for M. Okay. So we pull up at M's house, like after calling her for like an hour and her saying, I'm still not ready. Her and her husband were going back and forth. So it was like, after an hour, it was like, well, we just going to her house. Either she's going, because we kept telling Kay, like, leave her. Let's go. Let's get on the road. Let's go. Because she was kind of a last minute plan. And we really, honestly, we really don't like her and we really don't want her to come. But so, excuse me, Kay is like, no, we're all going to have a good time. Let's just go. So we go to M's house where her and her husband are still arguing, but she gets her bags and throws them in the car. Anyway, now, later on, we understood the argument a little more. But anyway, so she gets in the car. Now, it's like a little Geo Metro, some little car, like a little car where it's just enough room for us four that paid and our bags. Now, she comes, she put in on the car, but okay, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. We gas up. She put in on the gas. But okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's Kay's birthday, so everybody's just keeping quiet. But so we get to VA and we get the room. And by this time it's nighttime. You know what I mean? Like it's night. We got enough time to get ready, get dressed to go to the club, which was Club Picasso's. We had a great night. Shout out to Club Picasso's. We had a fantastic time. But so we get there, we get dressed. Now me, K, I, Q, we know how we did. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was dressed to impress. And even M looked nice with what she had on, but she was upset because she had on jeans. It was a nice, cute shirt, cute belt, cute high heels. Her hair was done cute, like the earrings, everything. She looked nice. But because she was the only one wearing jeans, then she felt some type of way about that. So Kay is like, and Kay was always the last one. She would be the first one because it took her so long to get dressed. We would tell her to start getting ready first, but she would still end up being the last one ready. So that's exactly how it worked out that night. But excuse me, Kay was already dressed, but because M is like, oh no, I'm not going, y'all, look better than me and da da da. We're like, girl, are you crazy? Like, come on, we didn't come all this way, for this. You look good. But Kay is like, well, I'll take my outfit off because, M was like, look at, I like what Kay has on, I like that, look at that. So Kay is like, well, I'll take it off, you could put it on, and I'll just find something else to wear. So, Q, me, and I was just like, oh my God, because we knew it was going to take forever for Kay to get dressed. So, M is like, no, I'm not going, da 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 da. So, she was like, I'm just going to drop y'all off at the club and come back. So, we keep trying to convince her to come, but she won't. Finally, we like, man, just forget it. You're not going to ruin our night. She drops us off. We get off at the club. Get out. Y'all, oh my goodness. I met this Haitian dude named Jeff. I don't remember his last name. It don't matter anyway. He was so beautiful. He was so black. But his teeth were so white and straight and pretty. Yeah, he had that accent. It was like we're there and just grooving, dancing, what have you. And I look up and it was like our eyes just met. And we floated across the room towards one another. And we just started dancing. We were having a great time, y'all. And so we danced the rest of the night, Jeff and I actually. I don't know what the rest of my homegirls were doing. I can't really tell you because it was me and Jeff the rest of that night. So then the club ends. We exchange phone numbers. We're walking around looking for M. She's not outside. She's not inside. We're blowing her phone up. She's not answering. Now, mind you, M had a boyfriend that lived a few miles from that club. We didn't know this. So what she did was drop us off, take the car, and go pick him up, ride our gas out, okay? And then she's not answering the phone when we're calling her like we're ready to go. Now we're taught we had been drinking, you know what I mean? So we're tore up, we had been dancing, tired, laughing, you know what I'm saying? Like just ready to go and lay down, you know what I mean? And she's not answering the phone. So we're getting even more upset. We're like, CK, we told you that's why she shouldn't have come. And so we told you that's why she shouldn't have came. And so then it was like, finally she answers the phone. And Kay is, kind of fussing a little bit like, you got my friends mad at me. You got me looking bad, da 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 da. Where are you? And, this, that, and the third. So she comes, she picks us up, and she has an attitude. She comes to pick us up with an attitude, y'all. So, like, we are getting ready to curse her out. But Kay is like, don't say anything, da 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 da. So we're like, okay, man, she's making this trip. bad. So we go to sleep, wake up the next morning, and we're going to the mall, do a little shopping before we come back to our hometown. But we wanted, I think it was I who was going to go to the store to get some jugs of water. Because I think we woke up like too late for breakfast or whatever. So we were going to get something to eat, but we needed some jugs of water too. Matter of fact, I think I did go get some breakfast biscuits, but when she had gotten back, we didn't have water. In any event, I know that she was going to go to Walmart to get the jugs of water. But M was like, no, I've got to pick up some stuff. Let me go. You know, I've got to pick up some stuff. And plus, she was from Virginia, so she knew her way around really good. So it was like, Kay is like, you know, go ahead, let her go, because she can go ahead and hurry up and come back. That way we can have more time at the mall before we actually have to hit the road. So M takes the car and goes to Walmart. She stays for about 2 hours. I know she stayed for it was over 2 hours, but I'm gonna try to, you know, not exaggerate and say 2 hours, but she was gone for a very long time. Come to find out, she had gone back to the boyfriend's house. So blowing up the phone and she's not answering. When she finally does get back, we're livid. But still not saying anything because Kay's not, you know, she's just like, please, y'all, please, you know, this is my birthday. Please, let's just keep everything calm. The trip is almost over. So we're still being cool, but on the edge. So we end up going to the mall. All this whole time, M's husband is calling her phone, but nobody knows that she's calling the phone. I mean, he's calling her phone because she's not saying anything and she's turned her phone, the ringer, down. So then he stops calling her phone and starts calling Kay's phone. So Kay answers the phone and he immediately begins to curse her out, you know, calling Kay a bee and a hoe, you know, all of this stuff like that. So she's like, what in the world? She hangs up the phone and she, you know, tells him, she's like, I don't know what's going on with your husband, but he just called my phone, you know, and he's cursing me out and, you know, he's so disrespectful, da da da. So M is acting like she don't know what's going on. So he keeps calling, you know, and Kay answers the phone again and she's like, listen, I don't know what's going on with you and your wife, but I don't have anything to do with it. This is my birthday and I'm not, you know, putting up with this. Don't call my phone anymore. And she hangs up. So he's calling back and forth between M and Kay phone and neither one is answering. But Kay gets real pissed off and she's like, you better answer, you know, your MFing phone. You know what I'm saying? That's your husband. I don't have any business being stressed out. You know what I'm saying? So, well, basically something along the lines of this. And so M finally answers the phone for her husband. And we just all start walking off real fast. She's still walking behind us, but we just kind of walking off real fast because now Kay is mad. So we got her on our side, you know. Like, we're ready to leave her. She got a boyfriend here. Forget this, because by this time, like, while they're arguing, more and more is starting to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay, so that's where she was last night. So we leave to get on the road. Really didn't even, I think, like, maybe picked up one or two things or whatever. Get on the road to leave. And we stopped. M didn't put any gas in. You know what, actually I said that this was going to be about that night. I really should have entitled this That Girl. Because, I mean, she ruined that whole trip, y'all. And she was never supposed to go in the first place. Even though Jeff, he was, y'all just don't know. That was a fine man. And he smelled so delightful. And even because he came 2 weeks later to visit me, and he smelled even better and looked even better, y'all. Oh my gosh. But that's about it. The rest of the trip, we dropped her off. I mean, it was just, the ride home was terrible. It was terrible. But yeah, meeting him, it was worth it. We lost contact like 2 weeks after he had come to visit me, because I'll tell y'all about that some other time. His roommate came with him, and his roommate was a total hater because none of my homegirls would talk to him. And he was cute. His roommate was real cute, but none of my homegirls would talk to him. So that's a story in itself. But I just wanted to give y'all that while you're waiting for me to cut out the cursing, and you know what I'm saying, be able to deliver my message and my story like I'm supposed to. So I'll get with y'all later, and have a blessed, beautiful, wonderful day.